Hello students, in this video I am going to explain types of reactions. Okay, there are mainly 5 types of reactions are there. One is combination reaction, second one is decomposition reaction, third one is single displacement reaction, fourth one is double displacement reaction, fifth one is redox reaction. Okay, so first we will see combination reactions. Generally we can represent combination reactions as A plus B gives rise to AB. So here how many reactants are there? 2 reactants and there is a one product, right? So generally the nature of combination reaction is what? Exothermic nature. Generally means heat energy is released or energy is released, we can say. Energy is released in the combination reactions. Let's take some example like burning of magnesium. Magnesium burns with oxygen gives you magnesium oxide. Okay, plus heat you can write. Okay, burning of coal. Coal burns with oxygen gives you carbon dioxide. Calcium oxide, which is a quicklime, react with water, it gives you calcium hydroxide. Okay, plus heat. Okay, so calcium hydroxide is also called as slaked lime. Okay, slaked lime. Okay, next nitrogen combined with hydrogen to give a ammonia. NH3 is nothing but a ammonia. So these all are the examples of combinations reactions. Okay, here combinations may take place between the two elements or between compound and compound. For example, in this first case, magnesium is element, oxygen is also element. Okay, so magnesiums and oxygens combine to give a magnesium oxide, which is a compound. But whereas in these reactions, calcium oxide, which is a compound, react with water, which is also a compound, to give another compound, calcium hydroxide, slaked lime. Okay, now we'll talk about the decomposition reaction, which is very very important. Okay, decomposition reactions is one of the very important. Most of the time they will ask questions from this only. So we can represent decomposition reactions like AB gives rise to A plus B. Am I clear? So this is a one reactant. How many products are? 2 products. Generally, R for reactant, P for product. Okay. So for example, you take a zinc carbonate, ZnCO3. Okay, it's a solid. Once you heat zinc carbonate, it gives you zinc oxide plus carbon dioxide. Okay, zinc carbonate upon heating gives you zinc oxide plus carbon dioxide. So one reactant is there, 2 product is there. Okay, so this is a decomposition reaction. The nature of decomposition reaction is generally exothermic. It is generally exothermic. That is, energy is released. Energy is, sorry, the nature is not exothermic, children. The nature is endothermic. Exothermic is combination. Okay, generally it is endothermic reaction. Okay, endothermic reaction means energy is absorbed. Okay, energy is absorbed. Children, decomposition reactions is of 3 types, and it is of 3 types. First one is thermal decomposition. When you talk about thermal decomposition, it is a type of reactions which takes place with the help of heat. Okay, heat energy is required. Okay, for example, calcium carbonate, CaCO3 is calcium carbonate in solid state. Once you heat this compound, you will get calcium oxide. Okay, plus carbon dioxide gas. So you can see there is a one reactant and there are 2 products. Okay, this is happening with the help of heat. That's why it is a thermal. As you know, thermal stands for heat. Okay. Second one, we talk about photochemical decomposition. Photochemical decomposition reaction. Okay, when you talk about photochemical decomposition, children, okay, it will take place. Photo stands for light actually. It will take place with the help of light. Am I clear? So you can see AgCl, silver chloride. What is this? Silver chloride. Once you pass sunlight to this, okay, so it will break into 2Ag plus Cl2. Okay, here you have to multiply with 2. Same another you can see silver bromide, AgBr. In the presence of sunlight, it will break into 2Ag plus Br. These 2 reactions are also used, children, in a black and white photography. Important questions. Okay, used in black and white photography. Black and white photography. Okay, what is this AgBr? Silver bromide silver plus bromine. Now this you can observe this also, goggles, when you are wearing goggles, okay, you go to the sunlight, you will get it become dark, mainly because in the goggles, especially the players, cricket players, football players, they are using, okay, this, and when they go to the sunlight, the goggles become dark due to the decomposition of the compound silver bromide. Okay, it will break into Ag plus Br. So brown color, so dark, it become dark due to the liberation of bromine vapors over the space. Okay, fine. Next, one more type is there, electrolytic decomposition. Electrolytic decomposition. As the name suggests, this is a type of decomposition which takes place with the help of electricity. How it will take place? With the help of electricity. Okay, for example, H2O. If you do the electrolysis, okay, means pass electricity through this, okay, it will break into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. So this is a type of decomposition which takes place with the help of electricity. It is called as electrolytic decomposition. This is hydrogen gas, this is oxygen gas, this is water. Okay, so this is all about decomposition reaction. As you can see here, energy is absorbed in the form of heat, light and electricity. That's why it is also endothermic reaction. Next we talk about, children, single displacement reaction. Very important, this is also single displacement reaction. You can rate here 5 star. 5 star means expected questions, okay, but more than this, decomposition reactions students find more difficulty. That's why I have rated here 10 stars. Okay, decomposition reactions are 10 star. Okay, more chances of asking this in this board exam for academic session 2022-23. So when you talk about the single displacement reaction, try to understand. Okay, here we can represent A plus BC gives rise to AC plus B. General representation. Here generally A is more reactive than B. Okay, A must be more reactive than B. For example, you can see iron. Okay, filings in solid state. Once react with copper sulfate, CuSO4 aqueous state. So iron being a more reactive can displace copper. Okay, from its solutions it gives you water, iron sulfate, FeSO4 plus copper, Cu. Am I clear? So this is a single displacement reaction. Then the problem is how will come to know that which element will displace? Okay, so for that you should remember reactivity series, children. Reactivity series. Reactivity series is the series in which elements are arranged in the decreasing order of their reactivity. In the reactivity series, potassium K is the most reactive. Then sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead. Okay, then we talk about hydrogen, copper Cu, mercury Hg, then silver Ag, gold Au, Pt, platinum. So this is a K potassium, Na sodium, Ca calcium, Mg magnesium, Al aluminium, Zn zinc, Fe iron, Pb lead, H for hydrogen, Cu copper, Hg mercury, Ag silver, Au gold, Pt platinum. Am I clear? So when you see, children, this is a K means potassium. This is most reactive in this reactivity series. Okay, platinum is what? Least reactive. When you see the NCERT textbooks in metals and non-metals chapter, page number 49-50, they have given this series. Okay, so this is the least reactive. They have not mentioned platinum, but you can. This is the least reactive. Okay, they have given a silver. Okay, this is the least reactive element. So as you move from top to bottom, reactivity decreases. What happens? Reactivity decreases. So if you see here, iron, where is iron? In this above reactions, iron is here. Okay, and where is the Cu? Copper is below, right? So this is more reactive than copper. That's why it will displace. Okay, now let's check whether this reaction is possible or not. Zinc uh, reacting with copper sulfate, is it possible? If you see the reactivity series, children, okay, where is zinc here? Then copper. So top to bottom reactivity decreases, right? So zinc is more reactive than copper. So this will take place. So what will form a zinc sulfate plus copper. Red brown copper is divided. And the color will change from where to where? Blue to colorless here. In this case, okay, here this color is blue. Okay, it will change from blue to green color. That also is important. Okay. Now let's take another example, children. They may ask you Ag plus CuSO4. Is it possible? Ag plus CuSO4. If you see the reactivity series, Ag is less reactive than copper. So what we can say? No reaction. Okay, you see this. Ag is here, right? Ag below copper. So Ag is less reactive than copper. So Ag cannot displace copper from its solution. Okay, that's why not possible. This reaction not possible. Now coming to the this is the nature of a single displacement is also exothermic. It is generally exothermic. Okay, you can write that generally nature is what? Exothermic. The reaction single displacement is generally exothermic, means heat is released. Okay. Now coming to the double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction. Here it is a type of reactions in which mutual exchange of ions takes place. What happens? Mutual exchange of ions takes place. Mutual exchange of ions takes place. Okay. Generally we represent AB plus CD gives rise to AD plus BC. So A will displace here and C will come here. So AD plus BC. Generally two new compounds are formed in the double displacement reaction. It is of two types. Okay, it is of two types. First one is what? Neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction. In this neutralization reaction, what happens? Generally base react with acid. Gives you water, salt plus water. What will give you? Salt plus water. Okay, for example, base, you take sodium hydroxide, NaOH, react with acid, HCl. So what will form? Salt, NaCl. NaCl is the salt plus H2O water is formed. So this is a neutralization reaction, also example of double displacement reaction. Let's take some other example. You take sodium hydroxide, take sulfuric acid, H2SO4. What will form? Sodium sulfate. Sodium will come here, H2 will come here. So sodium and sulfate will form what? Na2SO4 plus H and OH will form what? H2O. So you can see this is a neutralization reaction and two new compounds is formed. So this is a double displacement reaction. Okay. Next, in the double displacement reactions only one more type is there. Okay, precipitation reaction. This is also very important expected question. Precipitation reaction. It is a type of double displacement reactions in which a solid precipitate is formed. What is formed? A solid precipitate is formed. For example, you take barium chloride solution, BaCl2, aqueous solution, means colorless solution it is generally. Okay, react with sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. Okay, upon reaction what happens? Barium sulfate, BaSO4, white precipitate is formed, white PPT we can write, plus 2NaCl, aqueous. So precipitation is a type of reactions in which a solid precipitate is formed. For example, barium chloride, which is a colorless solution, react with sodium sulfate, which is also a colorless solution. Upon mixing, give you water, barium sulfate, which is a white precipitate, plus NaCl in aqueous. Fine. Like last but not the least is a redox reaction. Okay, this is very, very important. Okay, redox reaction is a type of reactions in which both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. Both what will happen? Oxidation and reduction. So being a good student, you should know what is oxidation and what is reduction first. Okay, when we talk about oxidation, this is addition of oxygen. For example, Mg plus O2 gives you water, MgO. Here what we can say? Reduction, reverse of this oxidation. Removal of, minus means removal of oxygen. For example, H2O, to H2 plus O2. With hydrogen oxygen is there, with hydrogen oxygen is not there. So this is what a reduction. Next we can say removal of, minus means removal of hydrogen. In short I have written removal of hydrogen. For example, twice of hydrogen iodide, Hi. Okay, giving H2 plus I2. You can see with hydrogen iodine is there, with iodine hydrogen is there, with iodine hydrogen is not there. So what has happened? There is a removal of hydrogen. So it means oxidation. Here what we can say? Addition of hydrogen. Addition of hydrogen. For example, nitrogen combined with hydrogen to give water NH3. You can see with nitrogen, hydrogen is there. With nitrogen, not there. With nitrogen, hydrogen is there in the product. So there is a addition of hydrogen. So this is what a reduction. One more we can say, children, in the terms of loss or gain of electrons. Loss or gain of electrons. Okay. Loss of electrons is what a oxidation. Like sodium. Atomic number of sodium is how much? 11, right? 2, 8, 1. To become stable, it loses one electron, become what? Na plus. Okay. When we talk here is what? Gain of electrons. Gain of electrons. Chlorine atomic number is how much? 17. Z is what? Atomic number. So 2, 8, 7. To become stable, it gains one electron, become what? Cl minus ion. 2, 8, 8. Am I clear? So this is also reduction. Loss of electron, oxide. Or we can say one more thing, increase in oxidation state. Here sodium oxidation state is what? 0. Here is what? +1. So increase in oxidation state is also oxidation state. Is a oxidation, whereas what? A decrease in oxidation state. What is this? Decrease in oxidation state, OS. Here you see oxidation state of chlorine is a 0. You have to remember oxidation state of any elements in its elemental form is 0. Okay, this type of questions may be there in the NTSC or Olympiad exams. Chlorine oxidation state is what? 0. Here chlorine oxidation is what? -1. Okay, 0 to -1. There is a decrease in oxidation state. That's why it is what? A reduction. Let's take some example of oxidation reaction, children. Okay, here zinc oxide react with coke, gives you what? Zinc plus carbon monoxide. Okay, so this is a reaction of example of redox reaction. How? See, carbon to carbon monoxide, what is happening? There is addition of oxygen. So this is a oxidation reaction. Zinc oxide to zinc, there is a removal of oxygen. So this is what? A reduction reaction. Okay, with zinc oxygen is there, with zinc oxygen is not there. Okay. Other example we can take a copper oxide, CuO, reacting with hydrogen, gives you what? Cu plus H2O. Okay, so H2 to H2O, there is a addition of oxygen, right? So this is what? Oxidation. CuO to Cu, what is happening? There is a removal of oxygen, right? So this is what? Reduction. In the exam they may ask you identify oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Okay. Now you have to remember only one thing. The substance which undergo reduction is called as oxidizing agent. The substance which undergoes reduction. If you see in the first equation, zinc oxide is reduced to zinc. So this is the oxidizing agent. Here copper oxide is reduced to copper. This is what? Oxidizing agent. Okay. Reducing agent means which undergoes oxidation. So here carbon is oxidized to carbon monoxide. So here this is what? Reducing agent. Coke. Okay. In this hydrogen is oxidized to H2O. So is what? Reducing agent. They may ask you in the exams. So here we have discussed all the types of chemical reactions. This is also very important. They may ask. Okay. I have discussed what are the types of reactions, combination reactions, decomposition reactions, single displacement, double displacement, and redox reaction. Okay. That's all in this video, children. If you like this my teaching, please share with your friends and do not forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.